Agenda items or matters of public concern? Do you have anyone up there?
Army Spirit.
State your name and address.
Is your microphone on? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Bernie Spear, 5106 Chevy Chase Drive. After the new board was seated by Judge Gilmore, I volunteered to assist in sorting out huge piles of disorganized papers left by the previous board, who resigned their positions in a very dishonorable way, leaving behind unfiled documents, unanswered letters and emails, and leaving the township in a very precarious position. I'd like to address the board tonight regarding the non-payment of the workman's compensation for the Alrama Fire Department since 2020, leaving the dedicated volunteers without coverage. We were very fortunate that there was no accidents or tragedies during that time frame. As we have discovered, the workman's compensation non-payment was not the only inaction taking place during the same time frame. I'd like to read some emails regarding the township's pension plan. There was a notice on February 28th, 2020 from the Attorney General kindly reminding the township that the AG 385 forms were due for the pension plan by March 31st. On March 27th, 2020, there was a notice from our actuarial reminding us that we had the deadline of March 31st. On April 13th, 2020, from the Pennsylvania Municipal Retirement System, there was a reminder to file the report as soon as possible. On April 20th, 2020, from the Pennsylvania Auditor General, we got a reminder again that your report has not yet been received. On June 11th of 2020, from the actuarial, we got a pleasant reminder that please file these reports by July 15th, 2020. On July 14th, 2020, an email from the Attorney General. It currently still has not received our AG 385 form, and continued delinquencies could subject the township to a mandatory audit. On July 28th of 2021, from the Auditor General with a carbon copy to Heather Dare, I'll read the statement that we received. It was recently brought to the attention of our township's continued non-compliance with the following requirements of Act 205, which has caused your anticipating funding from the General Municipal Pension Plan to be withheld. The 2019 Act 205 actuarial report was due on March 21st, 2020. Additionally, the 2021 reporting period began in April, and your township has not yet filed that report either. As you can see from these emails, notices were sent informing the township secretary along with ex-supervisor Dare on at least one instance that the secretary failed to file necessary reports, not for 1 month or 2 months, but for over a year. Personally, I, as well as several other taxpayers, have volunteered our time to assist in organizing the office, since 4 supervisors, the attorney, the accountant, the project manager, and the township secretary abandoned the township. What I found is an absolute disgrace. I found multiple subject matters filed in one folder instead of creating file folders and piles of papers unfiled. Another discovery was that the township received notices regarding the non-payment of the Teamsters union dues. In October, the union notified the township the dues had not been paid since April. The Teamsters informed the township that phone calls had been made to the office regarding the delinquencies. There are still hundreds of loose papers that have not yet been reviewed, so we don't know what else we're going to find. As I try to highlight these 2 examples, the incompetency of this previous board and the lack of managerial expertise and skills let this township get negligently affected. Unfortunately, they should have resigned a lot earlier. None of these things on the surface may be illegal, but all it does is highlight the total incompetency of the board members that walked off the job.
All
The
right,
residents deserve better.
thank you, Ms. Pierce, your time's up.
Thank
All right.
Thank you for volunteering.